Happy Friday, everybody. Chris Magnotta, your lender for up and down the Front Range. And you know how it is when I got to bring bad news? It's always easier to bring bad news with a puppy. Hey, pup, come here. Here, bud. Here, bud. So there's no way to sugarcoat this one. Interest rates are up a lot. So right now, mortgage rates are hovering right around in the mid-4s. That's the national average, 20% down with good credit. We'll, of course, always have better options than that. But it hurts. They're up a lot. That's nearly about 1/4 to 3/8 in the last week or so. And no, it has nothing to do with what the Federal Reserve did this week. So all the news media is coming out and say, hey, mortgage rates are up 1/4% because of what the Federal Reserve did. Or in particular, really bad marketing from mortgage companies. I see it all over the place. It's just, it's maddening because it's like, who in this marketing department doesn't know anything about economics and is putting out these marketing pieces like, hey, get a mortgage now before interest rates continue to go up? Yes, everyone knows the Federal Reserve is going to be raising interest rates another 1/4%, maybe 0.5%, maybe up to 6 different times. So yeah, mortgage rates are basically interest rates are basically guaranteed to go up, but that is not mortgage rates. So what just happened? The Federal Reserve increased the federal funds rate, which is the rate at which banks borrow money from the federal government, as well as prime rate. Prime rate affects things like credit cards and home equity line of credits. It's not directly correlated with mortgages at all. So why are mortgage rates up? It's pure and simple. Inflation is what's pushing mortgage rates up. We have inflation near 8% right now. Unemployment as low as 4%. So inflation is going to push interest rates up. If interest rates continue to go up, it's not because the Federal Reserve is raising rates. It's because inflation fears are driving rates higher. So mortgages are just as likely to go down right now as up. In fact, if inflation gets under control, I would actually expect mortgage interest rates to go down. So inflation pushes them up. Lack of inflation pushes them down. One other thing that could push interest rates up, mortgage interest rates that is if the Federal Reserve unwinds the balance sheet. So think back a year ago when we had these crazy low interest rates. That was primarily because the Federal Reserve was buying mortgage-backed securities. So buying mortgage-backed securities pushes mortgage rates down. Unwinding of the balance sheet means selling mortgage-backed securities, which would basically push interest rates up. So right now, the Mortgage Bankers Association actually has their economic forecast for interest rates for the next year to be right around 4.5%, which is basically where it is now. So really little to no change over the next year, according to the Mortgage Bankers Association. Of course, no one can predict the future, but I think it's a pretty reasonable guess, given that we just don't know where inflation is going. If it continues to go up, mortgage rates will go up. If it goes down, mortgage interest rates will go down. So that's the truth on what's going out there. Don't believe the bad press and the bad marketing that mortgage rates are going to continue to go up when the Federal Reserve raises rates. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, you need anything, give me a call, let me know, and have a happy Friday.